It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Lord's Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Mount Helix. This is a West Coast Pale Ale coming in at 6% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. It's a robustly hopped citrus, pine and floral notes American Pale Ale. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. American Pale Ale. But I tell you what's interesting about the beer straight away is that they've used a darker malt here. So straight away what I'm thinking with the beer, I haven't even put it to my nose yet, I'm just looking at the beer. You're going to have all the advantages of American hops. That lovely kind of passion fruit, mango, grapefruit, fleshy blood orange. But what you should also get, just looking at the beer, is a nuttiness, a biscuitiness, a breadiness. Now some people will, I think the New England IPA crowd who love New England IPAs will look at this and go, lighter malt should be used just to create a platform for the hops to shine. But the way I look at it, if you use a slightly different malt, you just add in flavour. You're still going to get the complexities of the passion fruit, the mango, the grapefruit. But you'd also, what you should get as well by this lovely looking beer is a nuttiness, a biscuitiness, a breadiness. So more of a balanced beer. I hope I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. We got a one finger white head. Let's get the aroma then on the beer. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. You get your floral notes. You get your grapefruit, your orange peel. But you also get that satisfying malt backbone. Now this really is on the fence beer. You're either gonna love this style of beer, or if you're like an American New England IPA purist, then you may not be so much of a fan. But I've drank so much New England IPA. I drank so much of it that I want a bit of variety in my beer. And I think by changing up the malt bill, by putting some darker malts in there, you are actually changing up. You're actually, you're coming up with your own little thing, your own little kind of quirkiness with the beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. That is such a complex beer. Such a complex beer. I'm going to put it down. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. What a good beer. What a good beer. Right, where do I start? Do I start by talking to you about the mouthfeel or the different layers of flavour that I'm currently experiencing? Licorice and it's like pepperiness and spiciness and grapefruit and orange peel, bitterness, sweetness from the malt, biscuitiness, breadiness. I like that. I do. I really like that. I think we've got into a situation where certainly I felt it all 2021. I've heard it on social media. I've heard it in my own comments box in the videos. There seems to be, at the moment, a New England IPA fatigue. It's fatigue. It's years and years of brewing a great style of beer. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a great style of beer. But it's a style of beer now that's been done and done and done and done. And it's almost been done to death. The reason why we're all in this craft beer revolution, the reason why we're all interested in craft beer is because we get to try different styles of beer. We get to try the new thing along the way. The new kid on the block. Lots of people have been drumming up lager. Lager's the next big thing. Is it going to happen? I don't know. I don't know. I've spoken to brewers for years now, 2 or 3 years, and they've all confidently told me that lager is going to be the next big beer style. But it's taken too long. It's taken too long to really catch on. I think the problem you have with the lager style is that it's a great style, and I've tried some amazing lagers from craft brewers. But the problem is that it gets kind of close to being a Carlsberg export. And that's the problem. You can buy a crate of Carlsberg export, or a 6-pack or a 4-pack of Carlsberg export for a fraction of the price that a craft brewer can produce a really good Pilsner for. And I think that is always going to be the barrier to lager becoming a massive success in the craft beer world. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I would drink them all day long. But anyway, we've gone on to a completely different subject now. We're meant to be talking about this beer from Law's Brewing Company. We're going to go back to this beer from Law's Brewing Company. I'm just talking about, I kind of went along the lines of, I like this beer because it's not a New England IPA. It's nicely carbonated, it's biscuity, it's bready, it's nutty, it's slightly roasty, there's licorice flavours in there. There's a bit of kind of toasted toffee. The toffee brittle, remember the toffee? They'd give you a toffee hammer and you'd smack the toffee with the hammer and you break it up into little bits. It's that kind of lovely toffee flavour going on. And then you have that grapefruit, passion fruit, mango, orange peel, fleshy blood orange, lovely bitterness. So a nice balance between the sweet malt and the bitter hops. It's a lovely balanced beer. This is a really good beer. If you're I'm going to go back to it one more time. If you're a very big fan of New England IPA or the New World style IPAs, then this may not be for you. But if you're looking for something slightly interesting and slightly different, with a bit of darker malts thrown in, then this could be the very beer for you. I certainly like it because I love those style of beers anyway. Influenced by California Pale Ales, this beer is robustly hopped, giving it an intense flavour that is undeniably Moorish. It is bursting with citrus, pine and floral overtones, which give way to a lightly toasted crisp malt base. England to San Diego in one sip. Ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, yeast, Cascade and Galena hops. 6% ABV. Give it a go. Give it a go. You might like it. I do. Great lacing. Look at the lacing. Look at the beer as I rock it back and forth. That's another good sign that the beer's a really good beer just by looking at it, is the slow moving carbonation chasing the head up the glass. Yeah, that looks pretty spiffing to me. It's a combination of two styles. It's kind of English IPA, English strong bitter, and then like an ESB. It's got like an ESB taste to it. but then it's hoppy on the back end. I like that beer. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.